This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
I wanted to ask you, the WWE product evolved from the Attitude Era to the Ruthless Aggression Era to the PG Era. What era was your favorite and why?
I think you can find positives and negatives in all of them. You know, I think the Attitude Era, it was that spontaneous feel, like you never knew what was going to happen. Mm-hmm. I think it felt dangerous in a way. As a viewer, it's like, I don't know what I'm going to get in this next 2 hours, but I can't wait to see it. And I feel like characters were much more developed top to bottom. You know, from opening match, main event. I've always said, Crash Holly would come out, get a huge reaction. Steve Austin
everybody was a superstar back then.
Everybody. And somewhere along the way that got diluted. And the Ruthless Aggression, I feel, is kind of the midway point where matches started to get longer and better. Because you go back to the Attitude Era, the matches were sometimes like 2 minutes long.
Quick, yes.
You know,
character development back then.
And it was boom, 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 boom.
It was all wrestling, yes.
And I personally, as a performer, I'd rather be in a 22-minute match than a 2-minute match. And maybe that's dumb, honestly, because it's harder on your body to do the 22-minute match. But as a performer, every time I'm in a match, I want to tell a story. I want to paint that picture. And I can't do that in 2 minutes. That's a haiku. I want to tell a story. And now I think I look at like top to bottom and it feels like all the characters don't have an opportunity to get fleshed out. And I feel like it's very micromanaged. And I feel like some of the spontaneous freedom of that is lost. And I feel like a lot of talent probably feels handcuffed. But there's different things to answer to now. You know, you got a publicly traded company, you're on Fox, you're on USA, and there's big contracts. And so I understand.
You can't swear on TV, you can't do finger gestures, you can't talk negatively about women. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Different set of rules. And it's a difficult road for talent nowadays. But I do feel that match quality is better. And the athleticism, there's no comparison.
Oh, it jumped up dramatically. You're absolutely right.
What the guys and girls are doing now, like I watch Ricochet and I'm like, he's the greatest high flyer of all time. Like he can do stuff that I don't get. Like how do you backflip from your knees to your feet? How do you do that?
Almost
like, yeah. You know, so I don't know what the answer is really, but I do appreciate the different set of circumstances that talent have to try and get themselves over in nowadays, because I think it's more difficult. I really, really do. And having come back now and seeing it firsthand, I'm like, oh, wow, this is harder to try and present your story and present your character, because the format has changed due to necessity, due to those things that I talked about, publicly traded, yada, yada, yada.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.